our daily life. Here comes the Daniel. That's good. So you see that? So Daniel and Sam, they do the same work in IT, I think, more or less. They are in IT, yes. So you see that what Patanjali is saying is that, see, in a different perspective, when these 9 obstacles are absent in your life, the mind is already empty. More or less, you are in a meditative state. This is what this master is saying. So it is not kind of, we say we have certain symptoms of illnesses and we need to go for treatment, medicine. No. So these 9 obstacles, if they are absent in our life, not only it helps you to regulate your personal and professional and social and family life, but also the meditation. You see that if you consider I'm your good friend, very good friend, and I call you, hey Brandy, I need your help. Can you come? Yes, I will come, definitely. But if I'm not a good friend of yours and I call you, the Brandy says, I'm not feeling good, I don't want to come. You are ready, you can come, but you don't come. Same thing applies to meditation. See that? So these 9 obstacles is a way to explore the very nature of the mind that takes over our life during our activity, during our personal activity, professional activity. Are you ready all the time? Ever ready? So it demands enthusiasm. It demands commitment to yourself, not to others. You see, lot of challenges comes in our relationship because of these 9 obstacles. Leave aside meditation. Lot of challenges. I don't feel like doing. Okay, you don't feel like. But we don't explore why you don't feel like doing. I have a wonderful friend here. I would refer him as a person A, so that even you don't recognize his gender. He has done, or she has done, a person has done the practice regularly for 2.5 years with me. I used to go to his home. 2.5 years. Every time. He extended, or she extended, the time from 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Until 2009, before Corona took over. There was a tremendous progress. And he said that I'm always ready 10 minutes before the next appointment in the business, and everything is smooth. It is just play and fun. And he even claimed, which I just listen, but I don't speak about it, that I have increased my income. Okay, 2019 gone. So in December he contacted me. So we started again private lesson online. Now every week he fixed the time and the date, but he missed it. Oh, can we postpone it for another 2 hours? Yes. Can we do it for another 3 hours? Can we do it on the next day? And I realized, I said, someday he will realize. So he gives 1 million excuses. So where he gives the excuses? To his mind, not to me. I miss couple of $100, that's a different thing. But he is giving excuses to himself. Now see, if I challenge him, what will happen? There will be a problem because you are not aware of what you are doing. So in the last day before yesterday, he said, I know we have discussed about this. Life was so good. Business was so good and smooth. I did not have any stress, but I have been postponing, rescheduling, and I know I gave you hundreds of excuses that we discussed. This is what is our second obstacle on the path of meditation. So you cannot translate the word exactly into English, but I will try to give you a understanding. It is known as dhyan in Sanskrit. It is something like inactivity of the mind, or you may roughly translate as disinterested, or you may say that it is loss of enthusiasm. Do you know that we talk about 330 million gods and goddesses in our text? Leslie, see, we have every opportunity to approach any god and goddess. If you have only one god, then there is always a problem. If the god becomes angry over you, there is only one god. But the reference of the god is depicted in a different sense. So the goddess of sleep is the queen of night. So we talk the night. Goddess sleep is the queen of the night. And the god of the day is the sun. So one day, the goddess sleep was angry over the supreme god. Why you have given me the place in the night only? That will make a sense, what I am going to explain you, the second problem. So she went to the supreme god and she said, why he has not given a chance during the day. So supreme god said, okay, let me resolve your problem. No problem at all. Dear, when people overeat, overexert, always running, you can enter into their mind and create a disinterest, heaviness, and wait for that continue heaviness and disinterest, and ultimately you can have your day in those people. He said again, when mind of a people lose commitment and they have many excuses, then you can take over their mind and they may fall into sleep. It is not sleep. It is disinterest. It is loss of enthusiasm. And the beauty of understanding these 9 obstacles, then you are exploring the subtler layers of the mind. And once you understand it clearly, you can take over the mind. And once these 9 obstacles are gone, your mind is already empty. And what is the goal of meditation? Emptiness. So now see that how we talk about. I enjoy. Sometimes people know. So this person say, I don't feel like doing meditation or giving meditation. I may say, no, I don't feel like giving meditation today. So I have to explore what causes that feeling in me. How it came to my mind. How, where. That is what is known as dhyan. You see that I was just talking to Sam. So you see the interest and enthusiasm. He was just saying that, I had 2 hours of the call, and in between I found couple of minutes and I did one practice. That is what you are removing this dhyan. That helps you to succeed. That helps you to succeed. Otherwise, you may have hundreds of excuses. You mean hundreds of excuses. So first thing that you are disinterested and you have 1,000 excuses. So at last, this one, he's a wonderful person. He's very intelligent. And he sent an email last week. You see that I have to get vaccinated, all my employees, and that is the real reason. And I responded to him or her that yes, I believe you, I trust you. What should I say? What should I say? What should I say? You see that? So that kind of a mental attitude fails meditation. That is the obstacle. One must understand it. The moment these kind of feeling and the thoughts take over your mind, then you are already going away too far from meditation. How these thought comes, you say, some of you might be feeling, I have a genuine reason why. What the heck, are you crazy? I have genuine reason. So if you have a genuine reason, if you feel an urge to go to the restroom, apply the genuine reason there also. Don't go to the restroom. Do your activity. There you say, no, it is natural. When the mind says meditation is natural for my life, your obstacle is gone. So you may say that it is also a heaviness in the mind. Heaviness does not mean we increase our body weight. Heaviness in the mind. I feel heaviness. Sometimes we say it. Heaviness in the mind is caused by the opposition to a thing due to ignorance and impurity in the mind. Remember one thing. Explore, contemplate, and reflect on these 9 obstacles again and again. Your regular contemplation and reflection and instantly becoming aware of these obstacles will make your mind empty. 90% of the battle is won. So now see from the philosophical point of view, according to yoga. I don't feel like doing. I have lost enthusiasm. So there is one other beautiful woman. She is also doing private lessons. And she is very, I would say, mindful. So couple of, at least 1 or 2 sessions in a month, she says, my mind said, I don't want to do it. So I thought that I should write to you. But then I joined again and I realized it is a mental problem. You see, that is how you contemplate and reflect. You don't take it, when the mind says, I don't feel like doing, and that is it. You stick to it. That's a deeper impurity of the mind. So is it mental? Yes, it is a mental sickness. This is the second obstacle of disinterest. So philosophically we say the problem is caused due to the rajoguna. What is rajoguna? Always active, hectic. The moment you wake up, mind is constantly running. So you take it for granted. Mind is constantly running. Come on, it is your mind. Ask your mind why you are running, where you are running. Can I organize the steps? Can I organize my life? You don't think about it. You simply say, my mind is running. That is all. As if you are saying, my feet is running. I don't have any control. You think of it. Be logical. Apply wisdom. No, my mind is running. Whose mind is not running? Tell me whose mind is not running. So that's a point of thinking. We are human beings. We have an intellect. We can make a choice. But we don't want to make a choice. You see a bigger excuse? No, I did meditation, but my mind was running. Do you see? So once you start giving a break, come on, you are running? Thanks. Let me see where are you running. And the moment you start thinking, 90% of your problem will be resolved. I can bet you. So that is what the styan. Another word in English, I was thinking of it. It is indolence. Indifference and disinterest like to spread in the mind during meditation. Indolence. We know how good practice is for us and would like to do it, but still, I don't do it. Mental fatigue is also, you can say it is also a kind of mental fatigue. But pay attention to all the description that I gave. Think of it. I don't feel like giving meditation today. From where this thought has come? From where? How? Why? Have you seen any time, I'm feeling sleepy, okay, let us do the meditation. Finish it off, I don't feel like giving you today. Any day, any time. So it is a mental state. The third obstacle is known as sanshaya. Sanshaya means doubt. What is the meaning of doubt? Should I do this? I should not do this. Do this, don't do this. So what is happening? The mind is swinging like a pendulum. It has an opposing thoughts. Why it has an opposing thoughts? Because the knowledge is sleeping. That is the third obstacle. Knowledge is sleeping. The definition of sanshaya we find by our teachers, when the knowledge sleeps, then you have a doubt. See the beauty of understanding. I have a doubt about this crazy guy, so let us understand. Knowledge is sleeping. What he is giving me? He is giving me meditation. He is helping me to raise my level of awareness. He is pointing me. Doubt. I do it, I don't do it. When the knowledge sleeps, then the mind is confused what to do, what not to do. When the mind swings like a pendulum, should I practice or not? Should I do this or not? That is one of the major causes of anxiety and depression. If you go deeper, I've taken care of thousands of people. Think of it. Same thing, not only in meditation, in job, in relationship, in talking to the people. When the seeker recalls to practice meditation, mind sleeps to the knowledge of it. It creates doubt. I have been pleading you, requesting you, please do the practice every day. Spend 23 hours in your personal, professional, social, family life. You see, can you strike a kind of balance in your life? 1 hour only? Every day, 23 hours. No, I don't have time. You try to understand me. So you are confused, but how? I cannot say you openly. Now the topic has come, so I'm expressing it. Why I'm expressing it? So that whenever your mind has a doubt, think the way I'm talking to you. Come on, mind, what you're doing. So this sanshaya contains two things, confusion plus doubt. It contains the confusion. Now see, we are explaining. The master is frequently in need to know everything and control every single detail of our lives. We overanalyze situations and opinions, ignoring the clarity or ignoring the trust. In a word, you see that? So first is we discussed about the physical illness. Second is the styan, indolence. Third is what we say sanshaya. Sanshaya means doubt. Now there is another state of the mind. Think of it. You forget the steps of meditation that we explained earlier. Absence of the steps of yoga leading to meditation. Why it is absent? I forget it. It is not happening. Not able to do it because mind does not recall previous steps. You see, recalling the previous steps. Oh, when I hammer the mind with om, 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 it throws out all the thoughts. So now I don't remember. So what happens? Now my mind is complaining, I have a lot of thoughts, what should I do? That is known as the fourth problem. The word is pramada. Buddha uses the word pramada again and again. Pramada. When a person does not follow the preparatory steps of yoga that leads to meditation is pramada. Sometime it happens. Sometime it happens in our life. Oh, yes. Meditation, I understood. It is focus on the breath. I have left the previous steps. I have left all the understanding. So now I start focusing on the breath. The mind rejects, revolts, reacts, and then say, nothing in the meditation. Leave it. I cannot do it. I have a lot of people who say, forget about it. You see that? I cannot practice meditation. Pramada, I cannot practice meditation. Means I don't want to relax. I cannot relax. I cannot relax. So, majority of the people claim that they know all these preparatory steps. Still, person does not want to do it, does not feel like doing it. Two things. Does not want to do it, does not feel like doing it. Can we say it's a kind of negligence? It is little deeper than that. Lack of discipline, it is little deeper than that. Lack of clarity, it is little deeper than that. You wake up in the morning. You feel body is fine, good. You are sitting. The mind starts thinking. The mind even reminds you, let me practice it. Mind says, who will do the practice? There is nothing in it. I have done yesterday with this crazy guy. Nothing happened. Today also nothing will happen. See this attitude. Can I change these thought patterns? Who is going to change? I simply can point you out. If you don't take the charge of your mind, you cannot do it. So pramad is little different from laziness. We will understand that. We have a desire to do it. We have a desire to do it, but the body and the mind prevents me doing the practice because I feel heaviness. That is laziness. And in the pramad, you see the subtle layers of understanding of the mind, our own mind. The more you understand, that you can apply in daily life. Mind says, no, I don't feel like doing it. Push the mind. Where are you? Why you don't feel like doing it? Are you not free? Yes, I am free. And I am going to spend my time in that pramada. Pramada means I'm not interested, I'm not interested, I'm not interested. So that becomes the mantra. Do you see that? And alasya means, the laziness means, you have a desire to do it, but you feel the body and the mind is preventing me to do it. It's a mental obstacle. All these are mental obstacles. When we feel heaviness, laziness, indolence in the body, we fail to practice. We like to practice, but due to heaviness, fatigue, we fail to practice regularly. So pay attention. In pramada, there is no heaviness in the body. In the previous pramada, there is no heaviness in the body and the mind. It is disinterest. But the seeker knows it. Still, he does not feel like doing the practice. The seeker in pramada does not do even when he knows he can do it, should do it. Do you get it? In laziness, we know what we need to do, but we do not do it. Are you getting? See the difference between the two? So see the beauty of understanding that these 9 obstacles give you a deeper insight. It gives you a deeper insight that how my mind is working and how I can change the direction of the mind. And the single phrase applies here. Always become aware. Is mind working on me, or I am working on the mind? Simple. Are you working on the mind, or is mind working on you? So if you look deeply, become aware, not only during the practice of meditation, but all the time, it is going to help you in your professional life, going to help you in your family life, social life. You can recognize these mental challenges in your honey, and you can take the right step. Oh, my honey is in indolence. Let me withdraw. I should not say anything. Keep quiet. See that? Do you see the beauty of this understanding can help you in your personal, professional, social life? Choice is yours. You allow the mind to work on you, or mind continues to work on you. Let us do the practice of meditation based on these couple of things. And you will recall the journey last year. We did couple of things. So you will understand that. So close your eyes. Close your eyes. Yes. So first thing, close your eyes. Then look at the body, I say. Looking at the body. So what you are looking at the body? Now you can translate that. Mind, are you complaining that body is heavy? No. Very good. Are you complaining that body has lot of itching and stretching? No. Are you ready? You can judge yourself. Our masters gives us all the knowledge to become the master of our mind. How easy it is. In the field of awareness, you are taking over the mind. You are looking at the body. Body is in the state of steadiness. The mind is facing within naturally. Mind is facing within naturally. How can you say my mind is somewhere else? So, allow the intellect to work on the mind. What you need to do to just now? What you are going to do? Oh, I'm in a meditation session. So mind, why you are going outside? Simply ask the question calmly. Pragmatic approach. Not imaginative, fancies approach. So what will happen? you will stop complaining. Who is this you? Is the mind. And now be carefree. That is why I introduced carefree. Any thought coming, good, bad, high, low, let it come and go. And I used to give the metaphor. It is like you are standing across the road watching the traffic, mental traffic. Thought, you are standing across. When you say mind is running, you know mind is running. So that is the traffic. And you are different from the traffic. You become aware of the traffic. You do not become aware of the traffic jumping in between the road. You know it. I believe you are understanding. See that, did I tell you that all the 9 obstacles, you understand it clearly, work on it, mind remains empty. But still, we see that the thoughts are coming repeatedly, and that is why we have used in our early weeks of meditation. What did I say? Let us do this and see that. Now it will be more clear. Focus, look deep inside the forehead and start breathing quick, short and gentle breath through both the nostrils. Continue. Quick, short and gentle breath. Your focus should remain deep inside the forehead. And stop it. We have done just 2 minutes. In an intensive session, we used to do it for 9 minutes. The mind does not dare you to make you crazy. So it all depends on your commitment and dedication and sincerity. So in that light, we are understanding these 9 obstacles. And now another step that I used to give. But before that, let us look at the head and the neck. Outside, experience, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Right arm. The mind is touching every cell of the right arm, from the shoulder to the fingertips, and experience sensation, relaxation, stillness. Left arm, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Now look at this step. Anytime the mind is running, this step is also can be easily done. This one. Look at the rib cage and the belly, in the front and the spine at the back. Mind says, I'm running. You look it again. Mind says, I'm running. Allow the mind to run on the rib cage and the belly. You see that? You are not opposing when the mind is running. You say, you want to run. Okay. Why don't you run? Why don't you wander on the rib cage and the belly? So what will happen? Some kind of sensation will appear in your conscious level. Then there is a relaxation in the stillness. A very subtle understanding. Right leg, you instantly become aware of the right leg. You feel it, sensation, relaxation and stillness. Left leg, sensation, relaxation and stillness. The entire body, sensation, relaxation and stillness. So there you see that these 3 steps, you are dissolving these obstacles, the quick, short and the gentle breathing, then the sensation, relaxation and stillness too. And then another that I have been giving you in early days of this series, humming. You see that every practice, every step has a different way to work on your mind. So take a deep, silent and slow breath. First into the belly, then into the rib cage. Keep your focus deep inside the forehead. The intellect remains awake. And while breathing out, make the humming sound. So what is the point of understanding that every time you inhale, your breath should be deep, silent and slow? Why? The intellect remains awake. But if you rush, means what? The mind has taken over you. So every time your inhalation is deep, silent and slow, and your exhalation is long, louder and deeper, humming sound. When the intellect is awake, it knows it can do a longer, louder and the deeper humming. At the same time, you may experience, due to the humming, the mind appears empty, because it is full of vibrations and the sensations, my friend. You are becoming your own master. Own master means the master of your mind. When the mind lives within, intellect is awake, you can do the same long humming the way I am doing it. It is possible. Mind say, no, it needs practice. No, it does not need practice. It needs your mental awareness. Now we have been doing it for more than a year now. So I can say that with a force. Stop this. Move the mind once again on the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. Slowly, as if the mind is touching every cell of the body. You see why I say that? To prevent the wandering mind. Do not wander on unnecessary, unwanted thought. If you want to wander, wander each and every cell of the body. Pay attention. It has become natural to me. It will become natural to you. I don't hide anything. In Eastern wisdom, we don't hide anything. We don't know if I tell you something more than you become the teacher and I will be behind. No, it's not the journey. So you experience that sensation, relaxation and stillness. Now see that you have done the preparatory step. Whatever I discuss, as I told you, I introduce, I translate that into a practice. So I told you, if you've forgotten the previous steps and you are claiming it will not happen, so now you experience sensation, relaxation and stillness. Let go of the body. How you can let go of the body? When it is in the state of relaxation and stillness. If it is not, then you complain, no, my body was moving, as if your body is a different entity than you. I'm sorry, now I can say that. So let go of the breath also. Allow the breath to move in its natural way. In that state, your mind can easily look inside the forehead in the space at a point. What you do there? You start hammering mentally, mentally, without moving the lips or the tongue. Why I said so? You have done a preparatory step. You don't need the body. You don't need the breath. It is mental hammering. And it is quick, fast and loud in your mind. You hear it. So the intellect takes over the entire practice and the mind says, okay, I will follow you. No way. Understanding, knowledge is required, my friends, to have a clarity. Hammering continues, quick, fast and loud, in the mind, by the mind, of Om. And we already discussed, if your intellect takes over that knowledge of Om, Om is real self, as if the mind is saying, where am I? And it's going deeper. And that Om is pure consciousness. You are. Why it is there in your intellect? You have done the practice before. You have understood it. You forget it. It comes under 9 obstacles. Mental. I'm demonstrating. That's why I have to move my lips. I'm using the body, the lips and the tongue. But you are not using the lips and the tongue. It is mental. And you hear it. Yes, you hear it in your mind. You also hear it that there is no other thought in between 2 Om. And if that is there, who knows it? Intellect. Why? Intellect is awake during the practice. It is not sleeping. If it is sleeping, mind will take over. Then you will complain. No, don't know. I have a lot of thoughts. What should I do? And now stop the hammering. And we will use Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You see, you can get rid of the obstacles that I just explained, 4 or 5 perhaps, yes. So you first take your mind deep inside your heart, the center of the rib cage. Allow the mind to run inside. And when you find the mind seems to stop, there mentally you say Om, mentally. Then the mind will naturally return in the beginning. So that is total darkness. So what the darkness represents? It represents the ignorant body. So intellect is aware. What it is aware? I know that I do not know the real self. On that ignorance, you are saying the first Shanti. Then the mind may have thought or do not have a thought. Shanti. And then become aware of the body and the external world. Shanti. So you are picking up a point with awareness and attention. So again, casually, you take a walk inside your heart. Walk on, walk on, walk on. Mind seems to stop. Mentally. Do I know my real self? Not yet. Oh, Shanti. That is what I'm doing. Mind, Shanti. Body and the world, Shanti. So you are not rejecting and ignoring anything. Continue. Every time. Walk on. Walk on. Walk on. Deep inside the heart. Om. Check. Is the mind getting absorbed? Still you are aware? What a beautiful state. Do I know? Oh, no problem. Shanti. Mind, Shanti. Body and the world, Shanti. I know it's a bit challenging to give a practice, personalized practice for a group, but as you continue the journey, I know where you stand and which practice you require, with clarity of understanding, so that you can use these in your daily life to make a change. And when I give personalized session, then it is totally focused on you. Continue. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now, do nothing, remain in that state of doing nothing. You see that why I say doing nothing at the end of every practice. Real self is within me. I do not create it. I do not produce it. So what I have to do to know my real self? Nothing. So why I have done the previous steps to purify the mind, to help the mind to recognize, etc., etc. So from the personal effort, we enter into the effortlessness. Then what happens? The knowledge of the reality dawns in the mind. Revealed. So the knowledge passed on by our teachers, by a teacher, reveals that knowledge, reveals the real self within us. It is what is the journey of the self-discovery and meditation and awakening. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. My master used to joke that when you go into meditation, it becomes very difficult for you to come out of the meditation. So difficult here is not to be taken as a negative sense. How do you know that? Is your mind in a hurry to return, or it wants to stay? You see, you have to check. And that is why we return in a specific way. We don't rub our hands. That is very habitual practice. So bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Become aware of it and lift your both the palms. Place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. You see, I need to tell you before you start sharing the experiences, because you were busy in practice of meditation. So one person among you, he was doing hammering, om, 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 and mind has taken over the body also. That's good. In the beginning it is good. So your other obstacles, physical obstacles also goes away. But gradually you reach to a higher stage. How are you, David and Jerry?
From my perspective, it was kind of like a plunge into deep meditation for me because of that, the oming and the breathing and whatnot. And I had long periods of my mind having space, and that's it. I did see lots of sparkles of something, and then it was very difficult to come out.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful experience. How are you, Jerry?
Sir, it was really great. From the beginning, the rapid breath, just right there, everything still quiet, cold. And then to the humming, felt a little bit of warmth. So that was interesting. And then with the Om Shantis, just went right from light in the heart, light in the mind, light everywhere.
Beautiful. You see,
really great.
Your consistent practice is bringing the result. You see, I can say the word trick. When you are doing humming, you can do it with eyes open. I know Sam has started doing some of the practices during his work and activity. So you do it with eyes open and watch the time, clock. Say 15 seconds your inhalation, right? 15 seconds humming. So one breath takes how much time? 30 seconds. You see, that is how these masters, if I say use the trick, when your breath rate goes down to 2 or 3 breaths a minute by doing the humming sound, mind cannot make you crazy. You make the mind crazy. Such a simple way. How are you, Stephen and Sam?
Right from the start with the humming piece, I just fell into this deep, dark meditation, a space that was expansive, dark, quiet, and next thing I know, I'm putting my hands over my eyes. So
beautiful.
So yeah, I felt a definite cleanse of the thoughts at the beginning with the humming and the oming, and everything was blank for a while. And then when you were having us in a quiet state for a little while, I was seeing different images of things in my life, and they were rather than thinking about them, they were fading into light, into my into the colors. And then when you did the Om Shanti, I saw a lot of white light and good feelings in my heart and head. And yeah, I heard you saying right, left, lift the palms, and I couldn't do it. And then I did it after, but I was just so blissful.
Blissful. That's so beautiful. You see, your consistency brings the... How are you, Leslie?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm noticing a ton of resistance and reaction when I come here because I'm...
because of my beard?
I'm hearing... Pardon? From the beard? What?
Yeah, because of my beard, you find so much of resistance?
It is. I have a thing about... because I'm feeling like I'm failing. I'm feeling like... So that's what's coming up. Like I'm not a good seeker. I'm not consistent enough. I'm not seeing bright lights. I'm not... and so what's coming up is just a lot of like... I mean, Anyway, so that's what's coming up for me.
So is it possible
like,
if I say only one word, continue? Continue. I think majority of the people here have been doing almost for more than a year. They have learned a lot of almost, I think, 10 or 15 different practices of meditation. And then they started telling me that they have many visions and colors. Now those visions and colors are gone. So what is important, Leslie, for you is to learn from experiences of others. But don't compare. You have such a beautiful room, I don't have it. When I will have that? So don't do that. This is what we are understanding, the obstacles. These thoughts are obstacles. So when these thoughts comes, get it out and see the result. How are you, Daniel?
Thank you. I'm doing pretty well. So for me today, it was different. It was very noisy. Usually it's quiet, but today was very noisy, and I'm guessing because of this oming and humming, and I was doing very loud in my head.
Yeah.
And I had a feeling that if I continue, I will have headache. So that was just an impression.
Yeah.
But after that, in the second part, it was emptiness. It was almost nothing. So I had a feeling again that I could stay forever in this state.
It is so because of the previous steps.
Probably. I try to turn off and disable my imagination. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's a very nice experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. How are you, Lara? I see your notes.
So I can't turn this screen on because the light is really bothering me right
Okay.
now. I'm actually really stuck in Vadya. I'm in a lot of physical discomfort. And I don't know if it's from allergies. I've had a migraine headache and so I'm just in a lot of physical discomfort. And I'm going to tell you that Rati is disturbing my sleep at night big time.
Oh,
And so, because I'm waking up in a lot of pain in the middle of the
waking.
night,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't go to bed with pain. So the meditation for me, I could not do the oming or the humming. I started for a little bit, but it was too much pressure because my sinuses are just so, my head is so much pressure. I couldn't do it. It wasn't clearing it out. It was making it worse. And so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just laid down and I did, there was some different parts and times that like it just got solid light.
I can
And
understand.
then I would like feel like a moment of, okay, I feel okay. And then the pain would come back and it would distract me.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was my experience.
I can understand, Lara. And we are doing a session on Sunday, and I wish that you keep the sesame seed oil with you so that we
I've been
should.
doing it twice a day.
Twice a day? Okay. Do it thrice a
Yeah.
day, and then we will do something on Sunday session for half an hour to see if we can relieve this migraine. How are you, Barbara?
Well, I felt completely relaxed almost from the very beginning, and the meditation seemed to go so fast today,
Yeah.
and I really didn't want it to end.
That's a deeper state. That's really a deeper state when you feel. Don't compare, Leslie. You have to learn from experiences. That causes lot of resistance. You have it. Are you jealous of my beard? You have it, I don't have it. Don't allow the mind to go into that. I have a luxury to have it. You don't have a luxury to have it. So, how are you, Christina?
I'm doing wonderful today. Sorry, I'm on my phone, so I'm kind of all over the place moving, so I apologize about my camera. But I felt oh yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I got excited. Once we started the hammering in the mind, I literally feel like I got smacked in the face with like the brightest light ever. Like it was like someone was peeling my eyes open and
Beautiful.
like, brightest light, and I felt like I like wanted to go like this because I was so blinded, and then felt like I kept seeing like walls, but usually I'm like my mind's so fast, and I thought it was bad at first, but then it was almost calming that my brain went to think of something and it was something still, and so I was able to go
Beautiful.
calm.
Christina, you should talk to Leslie just couple of weeks before what she was and what she is now. So wait, have patience.
Sure.
Patience, persistence will bring. How are you, my friend John?
So during the hammering of the ohms, I was thinking, I'm able to focus more on the hammering of the ohms, and then not have thoughts between the hammering of the ohms, but then noticing that I was aware that I was able to focus more on the hammering of the ohms was a thought between the hammering on the ohms, and then I have to redirect to hammering on the ohms, and then noticing that there was emptiness outside of the hammering of the ohms, and then that I would have to, that's a thought between the ohms, so I have to come back, and then that this is something that I could talk about at the end, and then have to come back. So I was.
It's a good experience. It's a beautiful. When you see the emptiness all around, and when you are hammering, you are able to focus. It means other thoughts are going away.
But I was aware of those other thoughts, that I was,
That is okay. That's a beautiful state. That's a beautiful. Who is there? Oh, Terry. We have Terry and Sangeeta and Ashok. Ashok, क्या हुआ? हाँ, Terry. Ashok, क्या हुआ? क्या हुआ means what happened in Hindi. Good.
Sir, it is good, but nothing to mention at the moment. Thank you.
But you feel calm?
Calm.
Sangeeta, how are you?
Calm and peace.
Calm and peace, yes.
सर एक बड़ी अच्छी सी फीलिंग आई है, जैसे ना ऊपर से लाइट की ड्रॉप्स गिर रही हैं और अंदर क्लींजिंग हो रही है, और जैसे डार्कनेस खत्म हो रही है उस तरह से.
You see, it's a beautiful. What Sangeeta is saying, that there is a light is dropping from the top and it is cleansing my mind. To have that feeling is a wonderful experience. Is also a wonderful experience. Now replace this thought with what Leslie was saying. Then what happens? So it's a matter. So, yes, Terry, where are you?
I'm unmuted. You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
The sound quality is very bad right now, so I could have trouble hearing what everybody was saying, but I heard most of it. I feel very, like I have a lot of obstacles right now, and I almost feel a little bit like the person who was saying that they felt like they couldn't get, like they were a failure and stuff. But at the same time, I because I couldn't, this physical thing of making it hard for me to do that.
But the mind was still calm.
Well, I still feel like I have an awareness of the calm place.
That's good.
And I can see it over there, And it's like, it's not gone. It's there. I just couldn't get all the way into it.
Beautiful. You see?
I can feel the both things at the same time.
You see, it is a good idea. I have stopped recording videos, so it is a good idea once you understand all the 9 obstacles. I am saying to everyone, write it down on the page, and right on the horizontal rows you write down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and find out which one or more than one obstacle is ruling your mind on a given day. Based on the thoughts and the feeling. That is what we are, once we cover all the 9 obstacles. And I can promise you, why should I promise? These master promises, once you become more and more aware of these 9 obstacles, the mind will become empty whenever you want to. And that will lead you to inner peace and happiness. In spite of any obstacle. How Terry can do, in spite of her body moves so, and you have seen Terry. If she can do in extreme challenges of the body, why you can't do it? If she has those challenges 24/7, you don't have those challenges 24/7. Ask yourself. That is how to understand. 9 obstacles. That is all for today. Thank you. We'll meet again on Monday.
Thank you.
Namaste.
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 Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.